Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Derek. Derek is from Arkansas in the USA. So let's see what Derek has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Derek. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thank you so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure.
My goodness, what a beautiful day behind you. What is this? Where are you right
Oh
now?
yeah,
Tell me the
in
beautiful
South
place.
South Arkansas. It's at this time of year. It's nice in the morning, but then it gets real muggy and hot in the afternoon. But I'm kind of covered by a wall of trees behind me, and then the sun comes up this way. So,
Oh, my God. You are the luckiest man in the world.
and then I have a fan right here.
Wow. Wow.
Kind of
I see. How far are you from the
hot and muggy.
capital? The capital is Little Rock, isn't it? The capital.
Yeah, Little Rock's close to 2 hours away.
Okay. And and that's the place where you're born and raised?
No, I'm actually born and raised in California, Southern California. Then I moved out here for school, and then I got on the fire department, and then now I'm here trying to do a campground.
I see.
My
And
time off.
your family, they're all back in California.
Yeah, my family's all back in California.
See. So tell me, what do you do for work, for living?
So my career is a firefighter, EMT in Camden, Arkansas for the city. And then on my time off from there, I'm building a gay campground. So
Wow.
right now I'm working on the shower room. Um, and after that's done, I'm going to start working on some cabins. I already have a couple cabins, but it's not open as a campground yet. So
I see.
that's kind of where I'm at.
So tell me a little bit about your career as a firefighter.
I've just hit the 2 year mark. So, I mean, I love it as a job. It's rewarding. It's fun. Constant learning. You know, there's constant training, and every day is different. You know, you never know what's going to happen that day. So, it's pretty exciting. And the people I work with they're like family. It's not really like they're more than coworkers. They're like my brothers. So it's pretty great. I'm pretty fortunate to have that job, and
Wow.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I agree with you. I think when you have great people around you, you don't feel like you're working. You feel like you're having a great time with people around
Right.
you, isn't it? It makes a difference.
Oh yeah. And it's
At the same time as well, tell me then about your idea about the campsite you are working right now.
so I really just want to have a fun place, just a safe space for gays here. There's no gay things to do here. There's a gay community, but there's not like there's no gay bars, there's no gay campgrounds. So I really just want to have a place where people in this area, you know, I have about a 200 to 300 mile radius around me of no gay things to do. So I really just want to have a safe space for gays to come. There's a lot of closeted people here in the South. So I want to be able to have a place where they don't have to worry about, you know, people judging them, or maybe seeing somebody they don't want them to know. So that's kind of I feel like there's a need that needs to be met. So.
And when you're planning to be ready, when do you think it's going to be ready, the whole project?
I get that question a lot, and I wanted to be open this summer, and I just had some minor setbacks, and no matter what project I do, because I've done a lot of construction stuff in the past, I'm always overly optimistic on my time frames. So I can't say for sure. I'd like to have some events in the fall. I won't be officially open until probably next year, but I'd like to have some smaller events.
When is officially open, you gonna invite me to come along as well?
Of course. I'll have the best site reserved for you.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
it's recording, okay? You cannot run away anymore,
Yeah.
okay? It's recording. I'd love to visit one day. And actually, I was checking your profile a little bit, and I could see, the hard work you're putting together. People helping you as well, and
Oh yeah.
I can see the passion there. I could see that's genuine. I can see that you really wanted something different, something to not for you, but for your community, for
Oh
everyone
yeah,
to
we all do.
have a moment as well. So yes, when it's ready, please. I would love one day to come along and to enjoy the place. I would like to see the same spot we are right now making the interview. I would like to see when it's going to be
Oh
ready.
yeah.
I can't wait. Amazing. So before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
I feel like I'm pretty simple. I like building things.
Yeah.
And I don't like sitting still.
Right.
I don't know. That pretty much sums me up. If I'm not at work at the fire department, I'm working on some kind of project, kind of building something, and I like to.
You like to be busy.
What's that?
You like to be busy all the time. You like to be doing something.
Yeah, I like to listen to some music and just do some kind of project. So.
Welcome to the club. I'm the same as well.
Yeah, I could tell.
Derek, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Sure. I feel like I already kind of started.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Okay, full of wonderful questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Good. Okay, Derek, before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay. I'll do my best.
First question for you is, if someone offered to tell your future, would you accept it or not, and why?
Oh, no, because I feel like it would make me anxious. I don't know. If it was something bad that was about to happen to me, I feel like I wouldn't want to know about it.
I see.
Yeah.
And when you
think if it's something good, then I kind of like a surprise. So,
and let's say the same person come up to you with an envelope, with your death date inside of it. Would you open it?
No, not.
No. I'll be so scared.
No.
I'll be so scared to open.
You what?
I'll be so scared to open.
Yeah, I'd do the same way. I'd rather not know.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Hey, Derek from Arkansas. Next question is, what is the best advice have you ever received?
Trust your gut. It's just simple, but.
And who gave this advice to you?
Oh, I've heard it, but from my whole life, I guess. But every time I experience it, because sometimes I have good ideas, but my gut's telling me the opposite, and it's like every time I don't go with my gut, I kind of could look back and think, I should have trusted my gut.
And saying that, Derek, tell me what's the best part of being you? What's the best part of being Derek, in your opinion?
Well, I don't know if it's the best part, but I think my favorite part of me is I make things happen. Like it doesn't matter what I have, I'm going to do something with what I have. and I've always kind of been that way. I'm not really, I'm not afraid to take risks. And I'm not afraid to kind of jump into something. I'm not afraid to jump into a project. And that's something I've kind of been told. Yes, that's a compliment I've had in the past. So I'd say that's probably my favorite thing about me. Just like I'm not afraid to do something.
And what is your star sign?
My star sign?
Yeah.
My astrology sign?
Yeah.
What would you guess mine is? Do you know my birthday yet?
No, I don't. But because the way you express yourself, the way you said you're not scared to take risks. I can picture myself like in this mood as well. So I'm just trying to guess. Maybe first I'm Scorpio. I don't know if you're Scorpio as well.
Okay, I'm an Aquarius.
Aquarius, interesting. And do you have siblings as well, or you are the only child?
Yes, I have 2 younger sisters.
See, back in California.
Yes. Well, one goes to school in Iowa. She's a wrestler.
Wow.
And then the other in California.
Wow. I'd love to interview her one day, maybe.
Yeah.
Get in touch.
Yeah, like that.
Next question, let's do it. Derek, before the next question, tell me what's the best part of being a firefighter? What do you like the most about your job? And the flip side, what do you find most challenging?
Well, there's so many good things about it. The worst thing about it is easy. It's seeing the death. There's some pretty gruesome wrecks and stuff. That's definitely the worst part. But there's always, I guess the upside to that is I'm never alone through it. There's always somebody there to talk to if there's a tough call or something. So that's the hardest part, dealing with tragedy. But the best part, there's so many good things about it. It's really a great career. There's when we help people, there's that rewarding feeling that we get, that good emotional feeling. Just knowing that you're making a difference in somebody's life. There's time, we have a good schedule. And there's also freedom too. Like if we get through our tasks during the day, and say we don't have we're having a slower day, we have freedom to kind of do what we want. We could bring a project to work on, have some downtime, cook a good meal or something. So I don't know. I really just like everything about it. So.
And you always wanted to be a firefighter, or no? It just came on your way?
No, I actually, when I graduated college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And it seemed interesting, but I couldn't see myself doing it until I actually talked to other firefighters and kind of asked them what a day in the life of a firefighter is like. And I went and visited the station, kind of saw what they did, and kind of everything that goes along with it. And then after I made the decision, it was, I don't know, I can't really picture myself doing anything else. So
why all the firefighters, they are good looking?
Well,
I'm putting this point, yeah.
What's that?
I make you blush now, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you. It's impossible to pass by a firefighter like place and you look at those and you're like, wow, oh my God, how come? I think they have a selection. Good looking, come. Not good looking, go. Good looking, come. Not good. I'm just teasing you. Next question is, I'm teasing you, but I mean it what I say. Next question is, what does happiness mean to you?
I think happiness is more of an experience. I think it's something that kind of comes and goes. I don't think it's really realistic to be happy all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of ask myself that, I try to think like, am I doing this to just be busy or have some kind of a to-do list? Or, am I doing something that will make me happy? And sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out, like, what am I doing this for? Why am I putting myself through certain things? But I think that's what happiness is to me, an experience. I'll take it as it comes. And, when things aren't good, that season where things aren't as good, it'll pass too, So I think that's how I view happiness.
Do you think happiness is a choice?
I think you can choose I think you could choose your outlook, like you could choose what to focus on, but
Mm-hmm.
I think, obviously bad things are going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
And I think it would be naive to think that, it's going to be just, you can be happy all the time, and just I know my opinion's subject to change, but that's just kind of how I view things now. Like, bad things will happen,
Mm-hmm.
and I can make the most out of it. And then other times, good things will happen, and I could choose to enjoy it. So.
Amazing. I agree. Next question. Let's do it. Next question is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Relationship deal breakers. One would be smoking cigarettes. It's hard, even with friendships, just because when if I care about people and I want them to be healthy, I want them to make healthy decisions, and I know how smoke affects lungs, so that's just kind of, I don't know, it kind of hurts when I see someone that I love doing that. That's one big one. That's another one. Oh, complaining is a pet peeve.
Oh, yes.
So I know people got to get it out. I got to get it out sometimes, but if it's constant, I got to get away. That wears on me. Because it's hard enough to just like stay positive and get motivated, and and just hearing that.
Yeah, I think that they are very different when you are, literally, just express or put things out. All of us will have those moments as well. But complaining is a different thing. Like in complaining, it's kind of a habit that you get a habit of doing it, and we can feel the difference. You know what I mean? Because as you said, all of us will have moments that we just want to put it out somehow. You know what I mean? But complaining is a different thing. I agree. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for another one?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Next question. Next question is, what is something you wish you could do every single day?
Oh, build. I love building things.
Oh.
The bigger the project, the better, and with more people. I love doing a project with somebody and with other people. Maybe it came from doing, like, when I was little, my parents got me Legos and Lincoln Logs and, puzzles and stuff. Maybe that just kind of followed me. And I get lonely, so I've never liked doing things alone. I like doing things with people.
And so it's like a therapy, isn't it? It's like a therapy when you're doing it.
Oh, yes, 100%. I feel good. And if I'm not doing something, like if I'm forced to sit down or, I get real anxious, I don't get in a good headspace, and like I need to have that like feeling of going towards something and watching something come about.
And I think you are so lucky to be doing doing this campsite right now, surrounded by those beautiful trees and the nature. I think that's the
Oh yeah,
best part.
and
Well, the best
and
part.
the people
And
here are awesome. They're so supportive, and um, that's another thing. The other firefighters that I work with, they're real into construction too. You know, they all have side jobs doing some type of construction, and we all have some kind of basic knowledge of construction. So I've learned a lot from them. And then, you know, other people in the gay community here have helped me. You know, some contractors and some people that have some nice tools that make things a lot easier. Let me borrow some tools. So I'm very fortunate. So
amazing, very good, good for you, lucky you. Next question. Before the next question, tell me how was growing up as a gay boy back in California?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great childhood. I wasn't really gay, like I wasn't out growing up. Um, but I knew it would be not accepted. I grew up in a real religious family, so I knew I needed to kind of, I guess my thought process after graduating high school was, let's escape. Might be part of the reason why I ended up in Arkansas, but I ended up getting a small baseball scholarship and finding a school out here more affordable than, you know, going to California. So I was able to kind of get out on my own. And I was actually outed in Arkansas. So, and it was difficult, but, you know, I don't regret anything. I'm fine with how everything turned out. So, but I mean, I didn't have a tough childhood as far as like my sexuality goes. So,
see. Okay. Next question is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
I would never really give anyone relationship advice unless they really ask me, because I don't feel like I'm the right person to ask. But if I had to,
okay, let me ask you now. I need advice from you before I get married. So I need one advice for you.
okay,
Please.
so you're forcing my advice. I would say just know. I think values are very important.
Mm-hmm.
If you know someone's true value, like what they really care about,
Mm-hmm.
and their habits, I guess their values and their habits. And I think I mean, if you know somebody, you know somebody. As long as you're not like jumping the gun and jumping into something too quick, then I don't know. Trust your gut.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think as well, before you give this big step, you know, starting this journey, I think you need to spend some time living together as well, because, you know, those little habits you just see living together, you know, even when you are like boyfriends, girlfriend, when you are together, but you have separate houses, you know, you spend some time together, but you're not like all the time. But if you spend like some time just living together, that's when you're going to see those little habits that you don't see like easily. So yeah.
You can't hide things if you're living together as easily anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't do on purpose. You just don't know. It's your habit. It's the way you are. Sometimes the other person cannot see, and you just see when you are living together, like, you know, all the time.
And you could see what wears on you too. Like if you're living with somebody, and you might notice something that you thought you'd be okay with, like you know, if someone like leaves their clothes on the couch, you might think it's not a big deal, but then when you actually living with them, it might become a big deal.
Absolutely.
Things might come to light.
Absolutely. And again, it's a challenge for you to see how you can deal with that. Maybe this person never going to change. You're like, okay, maybe I can adjust myself, or I can help, or I can grow together. You know what I mean? There's always a lot of things you can be sorted, but you need to be open. Communication, you know, it needs to be there, open all the time.
Do you think people could change?
I don't think people can change like completely, but they can adjust themselves. They can somehow, for example, let's say I have a habit, as you said about the clothes. Let's say that I have this habit of leaving my things there, and something that's it's a lot of a habit that I cannot change. But knowing that maybe my partner not gonna like it, I might work on it. I might kind of try to, maybe put this on the side or work on it because this is something like very. It could be anything. I don't think people all of us we have this personality that's going to be all the time there. Yeah, it's ourselves, it's our beauty there. But you know sometimes you can adjust. I don't think you can change, but you can adjust for you or for your partner or for the occasion, so yeah. And I believe that we change like through our our life. Yeah, we change our different point of views, you different things, but some things in our personality or our way of living, I don't think we can change, just ourselves. And sometimes people they like that, sometimes people they don't. And again, it's just a way of work on it, and not just on the occasion, but not just for you but for the other person as well. So that's how I see. Yeah.
A good way of looking at it.
Yeah. Right. I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Next question is, if you met someone sad in the street, yeah, what would be your approach or your advice to this person?
They were just sad and I didn't know why they were sad.
Yeah. If you see someone just sad, like on the corner, on the street, what would you say?
I would say, well, I would try to read their body language,
Mhm.
and maybe if it's something that's obvious, uh, like maybe if they're cold, and they might need a hug, but
Mhm.
or if it's a hot day, and if it's a hot day in Arkansas, and I got someone some ice cream, no matter if they're sad or happy, they're going to get even happier or at least experience some happiness. So that's something easy. But I guess I would just have to kind of read the situation.
Mhm.
Some people might not want a hug, but I
Absolutely.
don't think there's anybody that wouldn't want ice cream on a hot day in Arkansas. So that'd be the easy approach.
And I think that everyone would love a hug from a firefighter.
Well, some people don't like hugs.
Most of the people they do. So
Yeah.
2 questions left. Let's do it. Derek, before the next question, as I can see how much you enjoy your profession, you like being a firefighter. Tell
Yes.
me, through your career, tell me a moment that you're never gonna forget. Something special that happened to you through your career that you're gonna go like, you know what, this occasion, this special, always gonna have a special place in my heart.
So a good experience that I will never forget. That's an easy one. There's one that jumps out. Kind of it's almost like cliche. It almost seems like it would be in a movie, but it was my first fire that I went on right out of the academy, and someone's house burnt down, and nobody was hurt, but there was a puppy, a little cute puppy, and we thought it was dead. And so, at first it was pretty heartbreaking, but we actually had a pediatric oxygen in our rescue truck, and we put it on the puppy and kind of rubbed its sternum, and it actually came back to life, and it's still alive, it's healthy. So it just
Oh,
passed out, and stopped breathing for a little bit, and uh, it was just that's something I'll never forget. It was just made everyone so happy.
oh, beautiful, beautiful. And another question is, people watch the interview right now. Maybe they would like to start a career as a firefighter. They would like to start a journey. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
Well, there's a few things of advice. You got to stay in shape. You got to take care of your health. Um, take care of your mind too. There's a good bit of studying that's involved in school. And probably something that I was told a lot from other firefighters before I got hired is never be afraid to talk to people, you know, and that's really important. And I think, I mean, that's important no matter what you do in life. You got to be able to talk to somebody when something tragic happens. So
Absolutely. Good. Very good.
Don't hold things in.
Yeah, I think you need to put it out. You know what I mean? Not like nowadays, you know, the world we live right now. I think talking, sharing, it's always a good part, a way of healing and helping as well. That's what I believe. Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Last question. Let's do it. Right. Before the last question, Derek, tell me, as you know, you are so passionate about your campsite, and I can't wait to be ready for me to be there one day. Tell me, when was the moment that the idea just popped to your head, that you said, "Oh my God, that's what I'm going to create right now. I'm going to create this space where people they can just enjoy themselves. You know what I mean? Have a great time."
I guess after, well, there's kind of two things that really inspired me. One was when I was little, we would go to church camp, and it was just some of the greatest memories, besides sitting in the sermons, but just being in the cabins with the other guys, and you know, swimming in the lake, and being able to just not have any distractions. You know, you're there playing games, having fun. That's something that I'll always take with me, you know, memories that I'll always take with me. And then, you know, of course, it was like, I feel like that's the perfect environment to just really connect with people. And even as a kid, you know, of course it's going to be adults only here, but it's the same, you know, same environment. There's no distractions. Everyone's close, you know. And then the second thing was actually learning that these gay campgrounds exist. It's a thing, you know. So it's not, you know, it's not something that I'm just making up or just hoping it'll work. I know it's possible, and there's a need for it too. So, I don't know. I think that's what people really need. I think people, you know, no matter what area of life they're in, they want a connection with somebody, some type of like deep, meaningful connection. I think, you know, camping or the environment of a campground is one of the best ways to really develop a connection to somebody, with a deep, meaningful connection.
Amazing. And you know what? I think you're right. And actually being, you know, in nature, are surrounded for such a good place where it's based right now, I think it makes a difference as well, because when you want to go to those places, you want to relax, you want to, you know, enjoy, you want to be yourself. And I think not in a better place than in touch with the nature. You know what I mean? That's how I see as well. Last question. Where do you see yourself living when you retire?
I know where I don't want to live. I don't want to live anywhere it's cold, because when it's cold, I don't want to, you know, it makes me tense, and it makes me not want to go outside, and it makes me want to sleep in, and I don't like anything to do with the cold. So I think I would be happy anywhere where it's warm. I don't think it really matters, you know, as long as people are.
Arkansas is colder than California, I believe. No, California is always warm. Yeah.
Yes, it is colder than California. You cannot beat the weather in California. That's why that's why it's so overpopulated. All that wonderful weather year round. But
and do you see yourself back living in California or not? You're gonna be there for a long while.
I'm going to be in Arkansas for a while. I would really like to not really have a permanent residence. I would like to just be able to kind of travel around the southern part of the
Mhm.
United States. Uh, and I don't really want to have like a place where I'm stuck. So
You are a adventure man. Like, you need to
yeah,
be on the move, on the go. You need to be on the
right.
go. Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay, without thinking, just
Yeah,
word it.
whatever
Okay.
comes to your mind. Any word. Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game.
Any word. Okay, so let's start with family.
Probably peace. Like I feel like I'm at peace when I'm with my family. I'm not thinking about other things.
Okay.
Maybe that's the only time that I'm comfortable kind of sitting still for a little bit when I'm
I
with
see.
my family.
One word for money.
Build. I'd be
Okay.
able to build more. With more money, I'll be able to build more.
Okay. Just one word, okay?
Okay, build.
One word for love.
Huh?
Love.
Time.
Time, okay? One word for life.
Adventure.
Of course, for you, it needs to be adventure. One word for sex.
Passion.
Politics.
Ugly.
Religion.
Dangerous.
Fear.
Control.
One word for friendship.
Memories.
Desire.
Aliens.
Interesting. Regret.
Painful.
Success.
Admirable.
Wish.
Waste.
Happiness.
Relative.
One word for Arkansas.
Love.
One word for California.
Heartbreak.
One word for USA.
I don't have a word for that.
Problem, not a problem. One word for firefighter.
I don't know if I have a word for that either.
I would say good looking. Joking.
Yeah. I guess career. It's my career.
Cool. And the last one now. I think it's the name of your campsite. The Boar's Ruts. This is the name?
Yes.
So tell me one word for that.
The word is wholesome because that's what I want it to be. I don't want it to be a some kind of seedy place, some kind of, I want it to have a good reputation. I want people to have a good time here. I don't want it to be superficial. I don't want it to be stereotypical, which I know there's, people are going to have their own opinions and their own stereotypes. I don't want it to become some kind of sex club. So I want it to be wholesome.
Amazing, amazing. It will be for sure. For the passion you are putting all together, for sure it's going to be what you can picture in your mind, for sure. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, yeah? And I'm going to ask your best friend, what is the most beautiful thing about Derek, and what's something that he still needs to work on, to improve on? What your best friend would say?
What I need to improve on?
To work on, to change.
Oh, that's easy. People tell me, my close friends tell me I need to have a better plan, because I have a bad habit of kind of jumping into things without a plan. Sometimes it works out for me, sometimes it doesn't. Uh, and they say I need to slow down, which I could kind of agree with that.
Right. And what's the most beautiful thing about you, in their opinion?
I hope that they know that I would be there for them. If I were to hope they would, you know something about me without a doubt, I hope they would know that I would be there for them. You know, I could be relied on. I like being counted on. That's a good feeling to have.
Amazing. Very good. Let's play now Derek in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. All right, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, I have a good, very important question for you. And the reason why I chose you to ask the question is because you have good taste. You have, the lamps in your background. They're symmetrical. They're pretty. The color of your wall and ceiling is great. Your scruff is trimmed nicely. So I know you're going to ask the question.
Wow.
Well, are you ready for the question? I don't have music.
Oh my God, I'm so ready and I'm scared as well. After the good compliment you gave to me.
Scared. Don't be scared. It's important, but you should not be scared. I have to choose a tile. Okay, but before you answer the question, you got to take into consideration what I'm about to tell you. It's going to be this whole wall and some. This is about 50 feet. And there's something else you need to consider. I'm not going to have a grout line. They're going to be pushed right next to each other. So it's going to be a very, very tiny grout line. And I don't know what color the grout is going to be. You could also give that suggestion if you'd like. But it's between these. And I have to choose these because these are the tile that I have in stock from other construction projects.
Right. Okay, put a bit closer just for me to have a look proper. Okay.
And these two are the same color.
Right. Okay,
They're
that's the same color.
sets.
Okay, I see.
And I could do a pattern too. It doesn't have to be just one.
Right. Okay. Okay, my goodness. By the way, I love the challenge. I love for you to ask me. No, I love for you to ask this question because first, I think it's something very personal. It's something it's part of your dream. You know what I mean? And I'm under pressure. I'm under pressure right now. I'm joking. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest to you. Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest. There's one of my favorite colors that brings me. Let's see. You can go back to you can come back to like just for me to talk to you and after just for me to talk to you. I already chose. Yeah, I chose the color. Yeah, good one. Good. This position is perfect. I choose one and I'm gonna tell you why I chose this one. It's one of my favorite color and also for me it brings me calmness. Yeah, it brings me calmness. And I think that, in a place like, surrounded for the nature, I think the blue one, this light blue on the left, I think this one, yes, I think for me it's a kind of blue, isn't it? It's a bluish. Yeah. I would go for that because I think somehow blue is a color that people they connect with and they feel some as I said, for me when I see blue it brings me calmness. I feel my previous place where I was living, actually my wall in the back was blue, like a little bit darker, like a little bit brighter than that, but it was a blue, and I loved it because I loved to come back home and have this color on my bedroom. But if I could have the second one, I would go for the one on the right, on the right, this one as well, because this one the same for me. The same. Somehow it's kind of a light color as well. So
but do you think it's gonna match the pink? Okay.
I think
very similar color.
Yeah, together, I'm not sure if they would match together, but if I would go just for one, color to go together, I would go for the blue one for sure.
I think that's a good choice.
I would go just for this one, actually. I would go just for this one because it is, I don't know, I think for me, personally, it brings me the calmness. I feel calm when blue is one of my favorite color. I I mean, I love colors. Yeah, colors for me, it brings different, you know, feelings, different connection, this and that. But for me, blue always been connected with calmness, being calm. Yeah, and it's a light color as well, so I like it. Yeah, it's just my genuine opinion.
Oh yeah. Well, that I like leaving these decisions like colors to other people because it's real overwhelming. Because I agree with you, colors are extremely important,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's a major decision, and I'd rather take away the decision making in that regard. And also, it's a defense mechanism because if it's ugly, I could be like, you know, so and so picked it out, not my fault. Take it up with him.
You can blame on me. You can tell them to keep in touch with me on social media. They can. I take the blame. I don't.
It's William's fault if you don't like it.
Absolutely. You can comment. I can. If they blame on me, I can explain to them. I'm gonna change their mind as well. They're gonna prefer this color.
Yeah.
My God, you know what? I'll tell you something, Derek. I'm gonna reach 1,000 interviews on the show like less than 2 months. Yeah, and
Really?
Nobody ever did a question the way you did, you know what I mean? And I felt so special because you are literally working something so beautiful, something that's so personal for you, and you asked my opinion. I think this, for me, my goodness, it's not even a question, it's like a gift. You just made my day now with this question. My goodness, amazing. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Makes me feel good. Thank you.
And again,
on the 1,000 mark, that's pretty admirable.
thank you so much. And I'll tell you something now. I'm so glad that we connected during this time of your life because, you know, you are putting something together as a dream, as a desire, as you are doing something not just for you, but for people, you know. And I think that's so valuable because you are not doing that for yourself only. But again, it's for you, of course, but at the same time as well, it's for people to enjoy, to have a good time. And I'm so glad that we connect during this time because I mean it. When everything's ready, when everything is like ready to go, I would love one day to come and just to see that because again, before it was ready, I'm part of it now, yeah? I feel like somehow we connect during this time now. And I feel so grateful to see you, you know, with your power, with your, you know, desire and hard work as well, putting everything together. Not just you, but people around you, because I could see they have a lot of people working with you as well. And I think that's beautiful. Absolutely. So yeah, congratulations. And again, I can't wait one day to go there and to enjoy and see that ready.
I'll have the best cabin picked out for you, reserved for you when you're ready.
Can't wait. Yeah, can't wait. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy the interview?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was great. I've never been interviewed before besides like a job interview. So
Wow.
it's a pretty cool experience.
And I'm not sure. Again?
It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but
I'm glad you took the challenge. And again, we just made memories right now. Imagine like in 10 years time, you watch this interview and gonna go like, oh my God, look my campsite. How was it before? And now is this, you know, all together. And if I'm not sure, because I had so many people on the show, if I'm not sure, you are the first firefighter I had on the show. I think actually I have someone as well, but he's not anymore a firefighter. He works in a different field right now. But for sure you are the first one working, you know, as a firefighter at the moment. So yeah, there you go. You left your signature as well in the magic box.
Yes.
Before you go, Derek, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I'm just gonna go back to trust your gut. I think that's the best advice I could give anybody. I don't know.
Amazing. Yeah, it's simple. It says a lot. Trust your gut. I think as in your intuition. Your gut is the most powerful thing that you can have because it's you. It's all on you. You are the one who knows that and who feel it. So trust your gut. Always is the main thing. Okay. Thank you so much. Regards to all your friends, all your colleagues at Firefight, like all the firefighters that you work with. Say hello to everyone and we keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, First, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.